this happened in an Airbus, you wouldn't be pushing your fat belly full of fish tacos.
Because if she was in his lap, you're gonna hit the side stick too.
we won't go down that path of conversation.
Tell me it don't happen.
All right. Closing the spring-loaded seat back switch guard onto a loose, detached rocker switch cap can potentially jam the rocker switch, resulting in unintended seat movement, according to the memo, which was viewed by the Wall Street Journal. Actually, it did happen, something similar to an Airbus. Really? Okay. Diesel, I need an article. Ron busted out a full-blown article here for this one. I'm going to need you to give us some backup on that story. The memo says this was a known issue and that Boeing had issued a related service notice in 2017. Oh, so this is the second time this has happened. The memo doesn't indicate whether a loose switch cover played a role in the incident on the LATAM flight. The part is on roughly 375 planes, according to a person familiar with the situation. Boeing, in a statement on Friday, said that the latest memo is a precautionary measure and a reminder to operators to follow the earlier bulletin to inspect and maintain the seat switches. Such notices are common as potential issues arise on aircraft once they are in service. The Dreamliner has been in service since 2011, and the one involved in a LATAM flight is 8 years old. Back to the Airbus situation Diesel was mentioning. The pilot moved the seat forward and a camera or something, and it pinned the side stick down. So there's a camera in the way? Was it like a GoPro? Stuck to the window? Okay. He says he's gonna find it.
Now, if it was on autopilot, and I guess if the pilot pushes the controls stick forward, it turns up autopilot off, right?
Yeah, it would auto disconnect. So about 50 passengers, excuse me, on the flight from Sydney to Auckland required medical attention. Wow. And some passengers were pinned to the ceiling as the airplane suddenly descended. It's like the exorcism just appears inside of a 787 cabin here.
I guess I can blame that on severe turbulence.
LATAM, a Chile-based airline, has said that the Dreamliner suffered a technical event during the flight which caused strong movement.
Does that mean the pilot's dinner ended up on the ceiling?
Yeah, everything else too.
Yeah. I love it. Technical event during the flight which caused strong movement.
We need more investigation into this.
I need more
delivering a fish taco could be considered a technical event.
I was going to ask my wife if she wants to have a technical event later.
The investigation into the flight is ongoing, and Boeing said it defers to authorities on any findings. We have taken the precautionary measure of reminding 787 operators of a service bulletin issued in 2017. Boeing said, we are recommending operators perform an inspection at the next maintenance opportunity.
I didn't know they had Maxes in the 787 line.
Yeah, right. A spokesman for LATAM previously said the company was working with authorities on the investigation and declined to comment further until the investigation was finished. LATAM's pilots union declined to comment. The flight attendant union also didn't respond. IPECO, the cockpit seat supplier, didn't respond. The FAA said it was monitoring the situation closely and had convened a corrective action review board to examine Boeing's response to the LATAM incident in its 2017 service bulletin. Wow, I mean, that's... Oh, here we go. It was a horrible experience, Veronica Martinez, a passenger on the flight, told Chilean media after she returned to Santiago on another aircraft. She said flight attendants, as well as passengers who weren't wearing their seatbelts, were thrown to the ceiling of the plane. I saw a baby fly up. It was terrible. Oh my god!
Oh jeez.
The 787 Dreamliner is a wide-body aircraft is often Veronica Martinez is going to be forever scarred by this baby flying to the ceiling of a 787.
Yeah, when
Goodness.
you still have that article up? When was that? I forget. It was relatively recent.
1 second, I just closed it.
I can look.
I don't know if there's a date on here.
Updated March 15th at 4:22 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. So what's that? Just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Surprised I didn't see that one. Normally I'm the one posting stuff like that. Look at the ambience in this cockpit. That's so nice.
So nice. You being paid by Airbus?
No. Come on, slow down.
Just asking for a friend.
Oh, that's why. Said the wrong hotkey. Well, this doesn't look as good. No. They use a very low fidelity model in the drone mode here. I wonder if that's that way on the ground too, because I've taken footage in the drone while flying before. Alright, let's get back to paying attention to our flight, because we are approaching top of descent at about 90 miles. Surprised it wasn't yelling at to enter my destination data just yet. Alright, let's see here. Zero fuel weight is 133.2. We've got 11.3 on board. Voyager 333, that's what it was. Okay. What is the story behind it then? So 133.2 plus 9.4 would be 142.6 is what we're guessing. 142.6. Oh, look at that. Right on the money. We are expecting runway 26 right. We're going to go good, medium, refresh the METAR, apply the METAR. And let's go max reverse. It's in meters. Why are we in meters? Some settings. Everything should be units. Oh, feet, inches, pounds. There we go. Should take care of that. 7,060 feet on low brake. So we'll save those brake pads and keep it on low. There's 2984. Enter destination data. There we go. Just in time. Okay, so let's go to performance. Next phase. Next phase. QNH was 2984. Yeah. 29.84. Temperature is 16 degrees. Winds are 230 at 7. And let's go ahead and grab that for runway 26 right. Approach. Oh, that's interesting. 26 right. 26 right. Here we go. And our Barometer altitude is going to be 1190. Go ahead and start this.
Did you know you could see solar eclipses in the sim?
Yeah. Yeah, the sun and the moon are fully modeled along with the stars.
Yeah, April 8th
Really-
is the
really
next
amazing.
one, but we're not flying that day. Maybe we should fly a day ahead. Change the date.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. You'd have
Is that a
to
Thursday
I think it's a
or
I think it's
Wednesday?
a Monday. I think it's a Monday.
Monday? Oh, okay, we could probably do Monday.
Monday. I don't know what time. It's gonna be through a good chunk of the U.S.
Yeah, I think I might actually even be in the path. I'll have to look at it again.
I'm in Youngstown, Ohio, and I'm right in the path. KYNG, Youngstown.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got some family
we
in
have
Ohio
4.
also, and they're yeah, right in the path as well.
Where are you at?
They're from Versailles, Ohio. It's like west central.
Copy. You're in the dead center of the path.
Yeah, it's like it's closer to Richmond, Indiana than it is Dayton, but they're right over there. That's not where I live, but that's I've got a bunch of family from there.
Copy that.
Oh.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
All right. Mental Pilot has a pretty good video on the Voyager 333. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that later. All right, so we are going on a at Puba. We're going to be on a left base for 26 right. So someone was about to say something. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, if we watch the solar eclipse during a flight, do we have to wear special glasses?
Nope.
Okay,
Good
good.
question. Then. If I streamed my face, I probably would be wearing some just for the fun of it, though. All right, so
Well, you know,
ways.
Can't be too sure, you know.
Yeah, you never know. I do have an HDR monitor. So going to Puba, be on that left base. So we're gonna head on up and just do a left turn. Excuse me. Once we get to the localizer, it's about bedtime. And head straight in. So altitude at Daffy's 8,000. So at Puba, we want to be what? What's I got in here right now? I got a top of descent about 50 miles. Puba.
Showing Puba's at 8
6,000
for me as well.
Well, Daffy is at 8, and then Puba is it's got me on a descent down to 6. So
Okay, well we have different planes, I suppose that could be.
yes, that's what it pulls down to. And this flight kept us just at the top of the weather along this entire area here.
Let's see. I might have time to go run and use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Michael, am I mistaken? Did I hear you say one time you're in Cincinnati area or Kentucky area?
Somewhere around there, yeah. I'll tell you later.
You'll get a good view of that eclipse also. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. So this one has a decel point. It shouldn't be too bad. Should be pretty straightforward. But we'll want to set our altitude to our final fix approach. Our final approach fix. Won't be able to see the full eclipse, but I will get to see some of it. Having seen a couple of them, it's really cool. It feels so eerie too. Like something's not right. Alright, so our final approach fix is 2,700 feet, so we'll set our altitude to that here shortly before we start our descent. Since we don't have ATC telling us what to do. We're going down to AJ.
You started down yet?
Not yet. I've got another 20 miles or so, 25 miles.
Yeah, that's about where mine is.
I was right on the money. Diesel, does anybody say anything about the delay in the Phoenix Discord? Because I went searching before and there's people complaining about it, but I didn't see a solution yet. And I know for a fact you have the TCA. And I can't imagine that would be the problem. Otherwise, a lot of people would be complaining.
Oh, you're talking about a lag in the control input?
Yeah. And Diesel
And I
says it's about the
experienced that
second lag.
with I enjoyed it. I mean, experienced it with the rudders. You know, the aileron, the elevators were okay.
His is both. 2,700, 2,700. I haven't seen anything yet. Okay. Have you asked? That might be your next step, is to ask them. Alright, since we will be descending through the clouds, let's go ahead and get the terrain on the nav display. Nothing really of concern in the Atlanta area, though, other than buildings. Lots and lots of buildings. Ah, you have asked a lot of, okay. I unfortunately do not have a direct contact to anybody at Phoenix, but I'm trying to think if there's somebody I could get a hold of to help. I tried to do a little research tonight, Diesel, and Ken, I think your issue, I need to watch yours, because on the ground it looks perfect, but you're having issues when it's on the descent, so I'm not real sure yet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, from startup to climb out, I mean, everything's good, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Diesel, I can only imagine. I'm sure it's killing you not to be able to fly the Block 2 right now. Alright, we're 5 miles out. Let's go ahead and start our descent. We have lost our beautiful sunset, and we're about to lose everything other than the cockpit here. You guys see the cockpit okay on the stream? What you guys see is a little different than what I see, because that HDR to SDR conversion I have to do ends up being a little darker. Diesel says, y'all done got me addicted to it, and now I can't fly the IAEs. It's like a drug dealer, you know, you lure them in with the good free stuff, and then suddenly they can't afford to get the cheap stuff anymore. Looks good. Okay, thanks. The IAEs are pretty cool, but Delta doesn't have one, so I was wanting to do a Delta flight tonight, obviously, so didn't have the IAE Delta option, so we are in the CFM. Do a little bit of cloud surfing here, but can't really see it as much as I'd like. That just looks fantastic. I'm gonna do some JetBlue and Spirit Ops. I've never flown a Spirit livery. I've done the JetBlue a couple times. I've always enjoyed the way JetBlue's liveries look.
Yeah, they're cool. I don't know about Big Bird though.
You don't know about what?
I said I like JetBlue's liveries also. I said I just don't know about Big Bird.
Oh.
My Spirit.
Spirit. I got you. More drag. I saw that coming.
Go slow there, Grandpa. What's up?
Well, I didn't hear you the first time. Pulling some speed brakes slowly here. See if we can slow that dot down. It's dropping like a rock. Gotta fly the banana every now and then. Oh, okay. I don't know. This might go along with our fish taco conversation from earlier.
I thought we was through with that.
Diesel says you gotta fly the banana every now and then. Alright, there she's catching back up. Let's put that speed brake back in. Slowly so that we don't blow through the dot. There we go. Diesel says, oh Lord. 22,000. It's got a speed restriction of 280. We are hauling the mail right now. I do have that cost index set to 100, so might as well do it. But you guys were talking about going Mach 8,000 over here, and I was going, Mach 2. So
I roll mine
go
back.
faster. Why don't we go fast? I'm descending at 0.70 at the moment.
60.
You still haven't even caught up to me yet.
Well, not all of us are flying around in little rocket ships.
Let's see.
I'm unable to see anything outside the cockpit other than a little bit of sky above. We're just going to stare at our instruments for now. Coming up on 18,000. Let's go ahead and confirm our altimeter. Arrival. Refresh. Altimeter 2984. Yo, what's up, Als? How are you tonight? That shouldn't affect our 2984. I think that's what we had in our arrival calcs. Yes.
Yep, 284.
Good. How about you? I am doing fantastic. Had a pretty good full day, and now we're getting to have a fun approach into Atlanta. And we're having some interesting conversation about a recent 787 LATAM technical incident, or whatever the heck whatever they call it.
Yeah, that was the debate. Was it technical?
Everything can be technical, technically.
Technical aspect would be how those fish tacos were delivered.
Yeah, Al's got a good laugh out of it.
Well, I'm glad I made somebody happy.
It didn't require fish tacos.
That was worth the price of my Wall Street Journal subscription.
For $2.99 a month, you can hear about Ladham's fish taco incident.
Actually, I got a deal for $4 a month for a year.
There you go. Yeah. What kills me is like some articles are pay gated and then others aren't. So it's like, depending on how much I want to read the article, it can be a little infuriating. Because I'm cheap when it comes to news. So I don't have any sort of Wall Street subscription or anything like that. Mainly because, one, I don't trust the news most of the time. Two, I never want to watch it because it's just all depressing stuff anymore. Holy crap. Come on. Let's talk about something happy. All right, we had to pull the drag out just a little bit there. Someone about to say something?
Oh, I'm fumbling around in my cockpit here. I did something wrong in my flight plan, and I had a giant figure 8 where I doubled back and followed the same waypoints in a second time, but at a much lower altitude, and I just caught it right when I got back from the bathroom. So I'm trying to coming in like a meteor right now.
Ah, okay. I am starting to see some lights on the ground. Beautiful. Okay. We are having to slow up here at 11,000 feet. Go ahead and get our landing lights on. Since we are going to be busting out these clouds, we'll get our runway lights on too. And notice the takeoff. That will stay off as the landing gear is still retracted. And the seatbelt's turned on. Alrighty. Is that you, CRJ?
Altitude.
What's up, buddy? Did you wake up?
Yeah.
This airport is pretty much dead ahead of us, but we're going to be doing that right turn to get onto the left base. I love landing and departing from Atlanta because it's like the most straightforward airport we have. I had my speed brake out still, so saw the alarm going off down there. So let's go ahead and arm the speed brakes for landing and go to low on the auto brake and landing systems. We can go ahead and turn those on. Seatbelts are on. Nothing else on the overhead we need to worry about at the moment. And once we get to bamboo there, it's got us at 4,000 feet. We'll do a direct to bamboo and turn on in. We should continue descending past Puba. If not, we'll go ahead and descend ourselves down to 4,000. Can't quite see the airport yet because the clouds are still in front of us. So bamboo will be our localizer waypoint, and then AJ will be our glide slope. 101, 1101, we're good.
Altitude.
250 at 10,000, perfect. We've already got our landing lights out. Everything is going well so far. Who's that up in front of me? Up Ron! There he is. Sentry's on up there.
Yeah, I got thrown off my nav track and just getting back onto it now.
Gotcha. Who was Sentry? I forgot. Dave is way up there. Ken's behind us. Terry's chasing us in the F-16. You gonna give us an escort in?
Dale and Charlie.
What's that?
Tail end Charlie.
Oh. Hey, there we go. Now we can see some. Alright, Ron, I am indicating 250 right now. So make sure you're the same.
My airspeed is 244.
Okay. I will slow it up a little bit here. Drop it down to 240. So I don't run you over.
I'm descending to 8,000 feet.
Yeah, I can see you out my front window here. So looks like you're doing your right turn to Pumbaa. Are you going direct from Pumbaa to Bamboo?
Actually, I have
No discontinuity.
let's see, yeah. I'm gonna have to go to,
If you want to do direct Pumbaa to Bamboo, that'll help spacing here.
okay, we're, BAMBOO?
BAMBU.
BU. Okay.
Bravo Alpha Mike
Okay.
Bravo
Oh.
uniform.
I'll go direct to that after Pumbaa.
Pumbaa. Perfect. I think that'll get you just far enough ahead of me that we won't have to worry about anything. And I am a little slower than you. I've got 240. I love flying into Atlanta. It's the only international airport I've ever been to.
Actually, I'm down to 230 now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to 220. Like I said, I don't want to accidentally run you over.
I'm gonna start descending to 4,000.
We got some more friends up there with you. There's Kyle, CRJ, Ron, Dave. Dang, you guys are all together. So they ring the intercom? You get that? No? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, the cabin is now secure for landing. Okay, cool. What else they say? Anything else? This is attention. How do you get rid of that flashing, I wonder?
Very dense clouds at about 8,000 feet at Bamboo.
Yeah, I'm at 5,600 right now. It's okay.
Yeah, you guys might be below it. I'm way late to the game here.
All right, let's go ahead and get the track IR set. See, I think we're okay in terms of traffic now. Ron's still dead ahead of us. Ron, you make sure you don't miss your turn there.
I'm having a little trouble.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a direct to Bamboo then and cut in underneath you.
Go ahead.
Direct to Bamboo. Insert. There we go. Love flying into Atlanta. It's the only international airport I've been to. It's cool to see it in the sound. Yeah, this is a pretty cool place to land. And the performance of the area has gotten better over time, too. It used to be really hard to fly into this area, but between the sim improving and, of course, my hardware, it's not so bad now.
Altitude.
So since we've got a manual speed in there. We will take a look at our diesel point here and see what it says. And then, does it give us a speed? I'm gonna say 190. Going slow up to 190. And we are 15 miles out, so we're getting ready to pull on a flap. Just to confirm our settings here, low on the auto brake. Ground spoilers are armed. About to pull on flaps 1. We are going. Oop, what's beeping at me? Oh, there's flaps 1. I'm gonna give.
Can't believe I did it. It just
back to the
hit the
airplane.
glide slope. Thank God. I've finally just hit the glide slope, and I'm 4 miles from the runway.
No.
That was a very fast drop.
Yeah. Let's go flaps 2. A little ahead of the game here. There's 4,000 foot altitude restriction. Once we get that localizer, we'll go into approach mode. I've got the glide slope up here. What are we doing here? Oh, we got to 4,000 a little early as well. Alright, if the glide slope comes in before there they are. Alright, let's go into approach mode. Stuck at this altitude constraint. There she goes. Now she's turning. Anybody that's behind me, I'm indicating 152 or so. Come on up on the glide slope.
There's a lot of runways to pick from.
Yep, we are the far right runway. Somebody off my left here. Who's that landing parallel with me? Avery Pro. That's cool. And someone else. Who's that? Oh, there goes Ronald. Alright, there's the glide slope. Let's get the gear down. Flaps 3. And flaps 4. Could actually get away with a flaps 3 landing at this airport, but I haven't done any of the setup for it, so we'll continue with flaps 4. Not to shake a hornet nest here. When we land, we're going to want to taxi off to the left. I'm sorry, the gates right there in the center of the airport. Go around procedure is climb straight out 1800, right turn to 4000.
All right, I'm down and clear of 26 right.
All right. And I'm going to go to Concourse Delta on the east side. Landing gears down, signs are on, cabins ready, spoilers armed, flaps full. Lights all on. Good to go. 1,600 feet above the ground. Got a cool parallel approach here. This guy. And Rod. Alright, there's 1,000 feet. Let's kick that autopilot off. Much a dead headwind. That's nice.
I think I'm going to a different runway. I've got a localizer locked in.
It's alright. At least you're not this guy over here that's landing the wrong way. With a tailwind. A little low. Bring that nose up just a touch. And nose back over slightly so we don't blow through it. Alright, maybe a little too early. There it is. I was afraid we'd blow through it just like we did right there. Just a touch. Big runway, so I'm not too worried about it. Somebody on the runway right there?
I'm off to the side. I don't know. There might be somebody else, though.
Alright, we're on the ground. Reversers. $60 knots, reversers back in. It's weird, like slid on me there. Manual braking. Now let's get off this runway.
The lighting's pretty cool up off this low-hanging scud. Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that was a very cool approach. Butter waffles and pancakes galore on that one. Who's that right there to my left? I can't see their name.
That's me right next to
Okay,
you.
guys, I'm going to be out. I'm getting stutters big time. It's like a slideshow.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough airport. Thanks, Terry, for joining. Let's catch you next time.
Copy. First time here, and I haven't been into this airport. Obviously, no cash there. I don't know. Bad. Anyway, take care, guys. See you on Thursday or Friday, whatever.
See you later.
See you, man.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go up to the next crossing and cross there. $167 gave me 262. Actually, I had that late little flop. That's good. That got me. It sneaks up on you in the Phoenix. But hey, well within limits. All right, I'm clear to the left and clear to the right. Let's go ahead and cross.
What runway did you land on?
AQ1. 26 right.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like there's no flare in the Phoenix still. It's a very flat landing airplane compared to what I'm used to. Maybe it's different with Flaps 3 configuration. give
What
it
is that
comments.
flare law stuff I've seen them talk about with that airplane?
So the flare law and the real airplane, you know, most people were trained to pull back. Am I going to the right place? Yes. I'm gonna park over here on the right. To pull back on their flare. Well, with the Airbus, when you move the stick, it's basically telling the airplane to turn or raise the nose or drop the nose at a certain rate instead of like you know, in the Boeing, if you're at a trim, you have to hold it in a certain area to keep it flying level. Well, the Airbus, it auto trims, so you're basically telling it to raise or lower the nose and the flare by a certain degrees per second. So most people being trained to pull back pressure will end up eventually just causing the nose to climb sky high. So what it does is it adds a bit of nose down to the aircraft, so that whenever you're pulling back on the stick, you don't end up with the nose all the way in the air.
Mm. So you potentially could wind up fighting the airplane.
You are by design fighting the airplane to a degree, yes. Alright, APU's available. Engine 1 and 2 are off. Welcome to Atlanta. Alright, let's get that APU bleed on, and let's get some lights going on in here. Ooh. Okay. Go ahead and turn our emergency lights off. Seatbelts can be released. Lights off, lights off. Strobe off. Beacon, we'll leave that on as the engine's spooled down. Get the fuel pumps off. This is the last flight for the night for the airplane, so go ahead and turn off all the navigation, and the crew oxygen can come off. Takes care of the overhead. The engines are still spinning just a touch, so we'll leave that beacon on just as a warning for the ground crews. GCAS is off. Radio can come off. Wind shear. And outside of resetting all this, which it'll do it automatically. Whoa! What the? Turn my camera a certain way, part of the apron for the gate comes through the cockpit here, so. Alright, well that was another, oh, it's because the gate wasn't long enough for some reason. Apparently I should have parked in the next spot up, which doesn't even look right. Oh well.
Somebody move your seat.